Hi, this is Dale with the Alchemy of Tantra. Do you play video games? Do you let your children play video games? Do you watch crime dramas or war movies or anything like that where violence is involved? To me, what I am seeing in our society is that is far more acceptable for people to watch than for people to talk or see images of physical affection. And I'm not talking about out and out sex. I'm just talking about images of people being affectionate. And when I am creating my memes, I'm very careful to use pictures that I think are pretty and that will not be offensive, that there's no explicit, body parts hanging out or that kind of thing. Just because I know that people can get very, very squeamish. Anyway, so I've been very, very careful. I posted this one meme of a couple lying on the beach. Woman was lying on top of the man. They both were in their bathing suits and they were kissing. And it was a beautiful picture. And I got a fair amount of traction on my Facebook page from it. And I thought, gee, it's been really well received. Maybe I'll post it in a networking group. And there is a group of women, a networking group for women that I sometimes post in. And I've never had a problem with anything that I've posted before. And yesterday I got a message. And I didn't respond directly to the woman because I didn't get a message from the admin. And I was quite shocked because the image was not at all explicit. And I jotted a couple words down that she used because I was quite surprised. She said that Dale, myself, should be disciplined for posting physically explicit images on the site, and that she was thoroughly, in caps, disgusted, and that this is not the place to be posting or pushing explicit imagery on us members. And I did look at her Facebook page, and I suspect that she's got a strong Christian upbringing, which is fine. That was my upbringing as well. But I also know that I got really messed up emotionally in a lot of ways because of some of the things that I learned. And it wasn't specifically from my parents, but it was just that, the thought process that everybody accepted. And let's face it, we are programmed from the time we're born. And we rarely question what it is we're being taught because we assume that those people know more than us. And so I was a little surprised when I saw this, and I was trying to think how to respond to it because let's face it, it upset me a little bit because I was thinking like, I don't understand. And all the message that I got from her, in addition to this being posted on the actual networking site, she sent me an email saying she figures it's explicit and it needs to be taken down. I didn't respond to that because she wasn't one of the admins. But I was mulling it around in my head, and so today I looked up the term war, and there were 866 million instances of searches for the word war. When I looked up sex, there were 788 million, which is about 80,000 less searches for sex than there are for war. So there's more people looking for maiming and killing than there are for people looking for relationships and love. And then I also thought about how we teach sex education in schools. And I mean, it's very, very clinical, or at least it was when I was growing up. And I didn't feel, it was all just diagrams and there was nothing about relationships. It was strictly the mechanics and nothing more. And I think we need to do more than that. We need to teach people about communication and connection and how to approach people when you want something, and the best ways to go about achieving your goal, because that in relationships is really important. We're taught that kind of stuff for, business and that kind of thing, but we're not taught about how to better our relationships. And also in sex education, it's really interesting because the boys, they get ejaculation and erections, yay, pleasure. And the women, the girls, what do we get? we get STDs and we get pregnancy. So we don't want to be doing that. You don't want to be doing that. So maybe that's where it stems from. And I understand that the US and Canada were both settled by Puritans, and there's still a huge amount of that attitude. I mean, you can really see it in the States right now with what is going on with Trump and the Republicans and that sort of thing. And I'm just shaking my head every day when I see what's going on down there. Because when you look at the fact that programs for women and pregnancy and healthcare are being eliminated in order to boost a military budget. The military budget in 2015 was $598 billion dedicated to bombs and machinery and soldiers and the war machine. Somebody's getting rich. And nobody gets rich when people make love. Anyway, I hope to God that our society wakes up and realizes that making love is so much more fun and so much better for us than creating hostility and fighting and that sort of thing. Anyway, I hope you're having a wonderful day. Glad I got that off my chest. And I'm looking forward to speaking with you soon. Dale at The Alchemy of Tantra.